We started with a service that helps employers choose, set up and run their pension schemes. Originally, when auto-enrollment hit the UK, that was the big problem because SMEs just didn't know where to go. And it was just clear to us that they were going to get left behind. Our focus was to deliver administrative software to help that process. What we wanted to do was try and help that journey into make smart decisions in the workplace. So you could implement things like salary exchange.
I don't know if we would have offered it, having to do all the admin around pensions ourselves. Having that partner who can look after all that and knowing that it's compliant, it's a real great peace of mind for us.
We gave SMEs the information on those schemes to allow them to make choices and then critically engage their employees with that choice so they could understand what they were being given, could understand those pension contributions. If you have an existing pension contribution as an employee, exchange that for an employer one and you're better off. I always say we're not trying to explain it. We actually want you to go in an app and see how much money you should get from it. So trying to make that really, really simplistic in pounds and pence, one in app for employee and two in the employer dashboard.
Looked in the app and modelled it. I immediately doubled my contribution. It's spelled out clearly and in a way that's understandable. It's super handy, it's great. I tapped a few times and it was done, kind of in the next month.
I think the opaqueness of pensions, that people don't understand these things, so they kind of ignore it. But in SME world, we would say 95% plus are not doing this. So we worked then to create a pathway to that journey. And that's not straightforward. It affects employment contracts. It affects how you need to administrate that as an employer. You might have to take legal advice. So we kind of streamlined that whole process, made it very straightforward for an employer to implement. I think employers we speak to get very concerned when they have to do something with payroll and pensions. They're afraid that it's going to be a lot of work and then a lot of admin for them.
It is really helpful. Its interface is really easy to navigate. It's not just about the ease of use of the actual platform itself, which it is. It's what it enables around us, trying to link it to our accounting system and post the payroll journals. All of that is just in a better position as well because the platform's a better platform to use. The staff have access to the Husky app and I have it all linked to the platform. It's really clean, really easy. There's no more email requests like, can you make this change, that change? And then we have to kind of go find a form for someone to fill in and it can be quite messy. With the Husky app, it's very easy for us to just direct people to that. So much so that most people now are pretty comfortable to just go in the app and work it themselves, which again saves us time answering queries and questions.
And it's actually a cost income benefit to the business as opposed to a cost because you're reducing the national insurance employer bill that month. So in effect, the tax man pays for it.
As a company, we save money. And with those savings, we could either share them back with the employees or you can keep the savings as a company or split it. And I think we chose to split it. I think culture is very important to us. We have some behaviours that we have created internally of how we want to operate as a company. I think one of the driving factors of it would be inclusivity. So we want everyone to feel comfortable and welcome at the place of work.
We're a flat organisation. We certainly celebrate all of our wins together. People, they look for meaning and value in their work, but it's a competitive job market and people are also attracted by the benefits that come with it. And an appealing, good pension, a good provider, a good system is vital to that. It's actually a very nice feeling from being something that you dread and you're like, oh, being old, not relevant to me, boring. You're like, actually, this is great. I'll have money. I won't need to work. I have all the time that I want to do things. I think it's great.